I thought you would do that. You activated my trap. Mirror Force. I destroy your Dark Magician. And now you lose. I draw. Perfect. I drew the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I summon Blue Eyes with no tributes. And I attack directly, winning the game. Get off my field. Dark Magician, attack. Perfect. I activate this, the new Pythagorean theorem. Now I activate this hand trap and that hand trap. I summon my entire deck. But better yet, I now will summon the almighty Blue Eyes White Dragon and do what I did 25 years ago. I use it to attack directly and win the game in 2025. Nothing's really changed. Blue Eyes still works. Now I know what you're thinking, Rhyme. You made like 3 Blue Eyes videos in the past 2 weeks. We get it, you like the deck. Why are you making another one? That's because the most important card of the Blue Eyes engine just dropped, and it's not just a Blue Eyes card. It's a card that we ran in a handful of decks, not all of them, but in Blue Eyes, it's one of the most important cards. I'm talking about Dominus Purge. Now, to explain why this card's so good, let me just go ahead and take a second to read it real fast. If your opponent controls a card, you can activate this card from your hand. When the card or effect is activated, that includes an effect that adds a card from the deck to the hand, negate that effect, and if you have a trap in your graveyard, destroy it. If you activate this card from your hand, you cannot activate the effects of Dark, Water, and Fire monsters for the rest of the duel. It's a crazy cost to have to the deck, but honestly what this card does is it adds a second Ash Blossom to the deck, which I know is a lot of people's favorite card, and this is something that Blue Eyes absolutely needs if it wants to survive going second. The thing about, well, not just Blue Eyes, honestly a lot of decks, they can't really go second if you don't open with any form of interruption, and you have 2 ways to play Blue Eyes. You know, I said this in the last video. Either one, you go to board breaker method, so you have the stand-up Blue Eyes package, and you're going into stuff like Lightning Storm, Ultimate Slayer, Book of Eclipse, a couple of hand traps here and there. But your idea is you're hoping to open those board breakers so you can blow up your opponent's field and then do your combo. What I like better is the hand trap method. In this situation, we have, I believe, 18 hand traps, and Dominus Purge essentially is another Ash Blossom. If I open up with Ash Blossom and Dominus Purge, this is honestly enough most of the time to just beat your opponent. Playing to 1 Ash Blossom, not a big deal. Playing to 2 sucks. Now, mind you, something that's very, very important to point out, this is a fire card. Do not activate Dominus Purge first if you have both of these cards in your hand. Activate Ash Blossom first, and then activate Dominus Purge. You can also technically just opt for the option of taking this out completely and do something else. But I like having another option to stop my opponent from searching for their important cards through a combo. But yeah, also what's important about Dominus Purge is if you don't have Ash Blossom, for example, let's say you have this, and you activate this to stop your opponent from searching a card, then Triple Attack's talent is dead too. This card is fantastic, and honestly, one of the reasons why Blue Eyes is so good today is the fact that they can run some of these hand traps that can interrupt your opponent, so when it goes back to you, you can do your full combo. And I'll show you all that in today's video. And one thing I didn't mention in the beginning of the video is I no longer run the same deck that I did last week. I ran, what a fantastic hand. I ran a, so look, if they maxi me now, I can stop maxi, and if they have Fuvolos, we can stop that as well with Dominus Purge. Last time I did a Blue Eyes video, I also had like the Magician's Soul package to summon the Magia. Now I have a different method, which I will show you in this video. All right, so first things first is activate Maiden. Let's see what they have in their hand. Let's see if we can get some, I probably should have actually summoned Sage with the Eyes of Blue first, but whatever. If they negate this now, it doesn't matter. Activate. What you got? You got something. Please be Maxi. Ooh, okay. We have nothing. So since we already have Maiden, we're just going to go ahead and grab Effect Veiler. And now we're just going to go, they might actually have, if they have Imperm and they're smart and they hit Spirit, it does hurt a lot. This is like one of the big ways to stop the deck. But again, we have Dominus Purge, and the best part is we went second, so we can set this. I can definitely set this. Oh, what are we thinking about? You're letting us go through. What are you playing? What are we playing today? You're not gonna question it. I activated Mausoleum of White. Maybe they do have like Ash Blossom or something. Or not Ash, sorry, or like Fuvolos or Maxi, and they're waiting. I'm gonna activate this and send our Blue Eyes, again, the most important part of the deck. And then, this deck is so fun, by the way. We activate Spirit with the Eyes of Blue. Get this out of here. Oh, it's a Bestial. It is definitely a Bestial, I think, which is kind of a problem. Now we get Maiden, but they can just respond now with a, it's not? What are you playing? What are we playing? What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, now here's a question. Do we have Ghost Ogre? It could also be Ghost Ogre, right? I don't remember if it was active. Is it Ghost Ogre? Well, it's not Ghost Ogre. All right, now we said wishes. Maybe they're saving their Veiler or something. Not Veiler, but Ash Blossom for this. Possible. Let's activate our Wishes with the Eyes of Blue. And hear me out. I'm going to send Dominus Purge because I already have one in my hand. What are we playing? What are we actually playing? Now you're making me nervous. All right, so I think we're gonna definitely add Roar, and we're gonna add another Veiler. Again, the idea of Blue Eyes is you want to have these hand traps to also be an under interruption on top of what the deck does. That's what makes the deck so good. All right, now we activate Roar, and because we have Blue Eyes face up, we're simply going to summon our Jet. I know a lot of people don't play Jet in this deck. I think Jet is fantastic. Yes, it is a brick, but like, you are fumbling not playing this. See, now, if they happen to have a Ghost Ogre, it doesn't matter. We're protected. All right, so now we're gonna activate this, which I should have done this actually first. And we're going to attach our Neo Ultimate Dragon. By the way, I still have Maggie on this deck as well, which I'll show you how to play once we get to that point. Do this, beautiful. And now we just simply are going to summon our Spirit using these two. Now hear me out. There's a possibility that they are holding on to Nibiru. So I'm going to activate Spirit right now. I'm going to activate Spirit right now and hope that they don't nib right here. It will be kind of pointless if they do. The reason why is now if they activate Nibiru, we can negate it. And technically, if I end my turn right now, I would lose this card because this only protects you from opponent's destruction effect. So now we just simply summon our second. Can I speak? We simply summon our second tuner, our Effect Veiler. And we're gonna go into another Spirit here, and we're gonna make Crimson Dragon and go immediately into our Saphir Dragon, our Divine Dragon, to protect ourselves from destruction. So at the end of the turn, we won't be destroyed by Spirit's effect for blowing up your card at the end. Crimson Dragon! Boom. And now, we just simply make Saphir, and we should be good. In between Dominus Purge, honestly, Saphir and Ultimate Dragon, and then these hand traps, I think we just win. This is a good, like, you know, duel to show off the full power you get. Because the thing about playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes is that one extra card goes such a strong mile. It goes such a strong mile. And because we're protected from destruction once per destruction, I can actually set Dominus Purge and then not lose my Effect Veilers, or not my Effect Veiler, but my Ash Blossom's negative effect. Oh, you're gonna destroy me? Nah. Now, of course, this is also Yu-Gi-Oh! So the chance of me getting hit by like Lava Golem right now, or my Kaiju is still pretty high. And if that happens, hey, that's just funny. It's part of the game. Sometimes when it happens one too many times, it's not as funny. But hey, I'm up for the content. Well, we don't mind. We don't mind. All right, so we have 6 cards to go through. So we have 1 negate, 2 negate, 3, 4, and 5. We can stop 5 cards. We can stop 5 cards here, which is insane. So let's see where this goes. I'm also curious to know what they were playing. Oh, okay. That's fine. Because this is not once per turn, right? Only use effect. This doesn't destroy. Yeah, no, I'm gonna let this go through. Because you can just activate another one if they have another one. Why negate this? There's a world where I do negate this. Place one monster. Yeah, I think I will hit this. I will hit this. The reason why this is tricky is because if they happen to have any other of the Millennium cards in their hand and they set it, it's going to count as a continuous spell, so it's not a monster, so I can't hit it with Saphir. But I do have my search. You know, that's fine, because I have my two search negates. So when they try to activate it, I can say Ash Blossom. Oh, okay. So this was, wait, no, they already had this in hand, duh. It sets one from hand and then sets, yeah, that one, okay. So with these, we're gonna hit, you have this too? Okay, that's gonna get ashed, 1000%. Actually, you know what? We can do a Saphir. Let's do Saphir. Let's do Saphir, and then we also get to pop a card. We will pop their Millennium Shield. Boom. And now, because I'm a cultured Jet player, Jet comes out. I feel like if you're not playing Jet in this deck, you are fumbling. You are fumbling. I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all about cutting down as many bricks as possible, but like, this is not a brick all the time. All right, so we can actually say Ash Blossom to this one, so no. And if they happen to have talents, we're fine because we're gonna save our ultimate dragon for talents. You see the thinking process or the thought process here? You know what? No, I was gonna say if they activate this is imperm, but they just set this, so it's fine. Yeah, so we just win here now. We absolutely just win here. Also love that the beginning duel in this video is Exodia versus Blue Eyes, taking it back to 2002 when Kaiba faced off against Blue Eyes. Or Exodia, sorry, with Blue Eyes against Exodia. That kind of funny? Nothing's changed. It's like the intro I just had in the video, and we win! And we didn't have to use Dominus Purge yet, but on top of that, we still had Dominus Purge. They left, their connection failed. We still had Dominus Purge, we still had Valor, we still had our pop, and then again, at the end of the turn, I would have just activated True Light to set Majesty and then blow up the field, and then you just win at that point. I'm telling you, Dominus Purge is the final piece of the puzzle that makes Blue Eyes insane. Well, sorry, not in Master Duel. In Master Duel, we're still missing the Primite cards. When that comes out, that's going to take the deck super over the top. But for now, Dominus Purge is insane. You know, I got curious to see which variation of Millennium cards they're playing, because right now a lot of people play Millennium cards in like Snake Eye, which actually surprisingly works really, really well. But this is evil. Look at this. We have Dimension Fisher. We have their board wipers. Remember how I said in the beginning, you have two ways of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Either you play the hand trap method, which they kind of have with Maxi and Ash, and then they're doing 50-50 here. So they have that, and they have stuff like Super Poly, and if they go first, they also have their floods, which are a whole nother discussion. But Super Poly is definitely one of those annoying board wipers, which we all went through, where you just, I guess I'm losing my field. But hey, even if we lost this, if we lost our field to the Super Poly, we still have a lot of interactions that we can do with the power of Valor, our Dominus Purge, and our Ash Blossom. So chilling, but yeah. Let's go next duel. All right, so we're going second. So I'm hoping we get our Ash and Dominus. Ooh, we got two. You can only do one per turn. All right, this is great. But keep in mind, now Ash Blossom will be dead afterwards. So let's play this smart. I like how I said you should be playing Jet, and now we got Jet as a brick here. But what are you playing? Are you playing the Metamorph cards? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to hit this, right? Dominus Purge. I'll be honest, I don't know what to stop in Metamorph. I have zero clue. Oh wait, I can't activate this yet. You have to control a card. So that's one other downside of Dominus Purge. If they had a card in their hand where they put it in the field first and then activate it, that counts as controlling a card. But because it activates from the hand, it doesn't count the same way. So when they summon Metal Illusionist, I believe now I can do it, right? No, you can set. Oh, it counts. Is it set or add? Oh, because it says you draw a card, we can stop it. So I think what we'll do, we're gonna hit with Dominus Purge. Dominus Purge. Only to play around talents. We do have Effect Valor still, but something to keep in mind is we need any of our starters. So we have our 3 Sages, we have our 3 Wishes, we have our 3, I'm doing all the math now, our 3 Maidens. If we don't pull it, because, you know, Jet took a spot, in the 40 card deck still, then it is what it is. If we draw Ash Blossom, it is what it is. This doesn't matter, right? Yeah, I do not care about it. They're probably just seeing what else I have in my hand. Oh, it did matter. Oh, it did matter for Striker Dragon. Why? Why? Again, I have never dueled against Metamorph yet, so I don't know what this does. Are they just trying to get this in the graveyard? No, that's it. That's all they were doing. All right. Sometimes this just happens. All right, I'm trying to think. So if I summon this and go into... okay, it is something. It is something. I'm doing it. I'm summoning my Effect Valor. Because now Jet actually does have use. Jet does have use. Unless they have Imperm, in which case, it is what it is. If they have Imperm, it is what it is. It just happened. Normally this doesn't do anything, but what I can do is I can summon my Blue Eyes and then attack and get Jet out, and then I have the protection. We have Call by the Grave for this. This is great. Call by the Grave, Call by the Grave. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Drawing that second or third, I should say, Dominus Purge definitely hurt. It definitely hurt a lot. What are the odds that they're playing Ghost Bell? You're playing Ghost Bell! Oh, but you know what? I can still summon my Jet from my hand. Beautiful. Let's do that. It's better than nothing, I guess. Jet, hit the field! At least that's that. I forgot that this is any Blue Eyes card. So we don't have the recursion effect, But we still have the protection effect. And we can destroy this at least. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Better than nothing, I guess. Better than nothing. All right, now, since I already activated Dominus Purge once. Oh, brother, they can just bring it back. That's fine. So I've already activated Dominus Purge once. I can just keep it in my hand. There's no point in setting it, right? Yeah, there's no point in setting it. Something else I forgot to mention. Because of the power of Tyrant Dragon, you can actually set Dominus Purge once per turn and just keep looping it if you have it in the graveyard. So that's something else to think about. Right, they're gonna do this. I'm gonna say no. Dominus Purge. Because we know this doesn't get them anywhere right now, right? Plot twist, the last card to have is Crossout Designator. And because we have a trap, it destroys it. You have a graveyard effect? No, we just win here. We won with the sheer power of Dominus Purge, which is beautiful for the video. But to be fair, they're also playing Metamorph, which I don't know what that deck does. So for all I know, that was just, they were doomed from the start. Hey, maybe if their deck can run Dominus Purge, they would have done better. Hey, you beautiful people out there who are watching this video, did you take a second to leave a like on the video? Huh? Because I see you watching us, but sometimes you just don't be leaving a like. And I get some of you watching on TV and stuff like that, but come on, bro. Hit the thumbs up once or twice every now and then. Pretty please. All right, so I feel like they're playing Blue Eyes. So we have our protection against Maxi, potentially Fuvalos. We have our protection against, I think what we gotta do is we just have to, I'm gonna drop Impermanence. I will drop Impermanence here, and hear me out, the reason why is because I don't wanna get rid of Majesty. Banish the Ritual Summon. Yeah, I don't wanna get rid of Majesty, and I'm keeping this for their hand traps. We have something here. Okay, interesting. So, now that we're here, we're going to take our Roar, and we're going to take our Sage. Yeah. Okay. Now, unfortunately, if they do happen to hit Sage with Imperm, it hurts a lot. If they happen to have Droll, I'm not worried because I have Call By, but if they happen to Imperm this, it does hurt a lot. Because I need a way to get into my Maiden. That's fine. That's fine. So we're gonna Call By this, and I gotta remember next turn that Veiler is dead. Just fine. Not the biggest deal. But honestly, it also might have been better to just wait for Spirit. Fun fact: hitting Sage is not always the best option. The reason why is because there's so many ways to get your hands into Maiden, and if I already have Maiden in my hand, this does nothing. This just stops me from grabbing a Veiler next turn. Kind of keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right, so we're gonna go into our. I'm gonna activate this first. See what we got. They have something else. That True Light. True Light will let me actually activate a card. We already have Roar, so I think what we'll do is let's go ahead and activate Spirit here. Now, if maybe they have a second Veiler. Oh, if they have a second Veiler, it doesn't matter. If they have a second Veiler, it doesn't matter because they're negated because of Call By. Wow, so no Imperm either. Okay, so now we're just in great territory, honestly. We could be looking at potential Nibiru. This is kind of like the thought process you gotta think about when you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And a lot of people don't think about nowadays. It's like, it's not about what you think your opponent has. You should just assume they have everything. They assume everything and play around them having everything. Activate this to send our Blue Eyes to the graveyard. Now, one thing that does hurt here would also be a Bestial. As I mentioned, Bestial just souls the deck. It souls the deck. If we do this, they can't activate the Bestial. So the Blue Eyes will at least still come out. Maxi, huh? You wouldn't, wait, you waited that? Bro, you knew what I was gonna do. No, but say Ash Blossom that. Honestly, they might just leave here. They might leave, they're losing 2 cards, yeah. They lost 2 cards at that point, so they knew with the interruptions that I was setting up. 3 plus the 4th card they draw, so 4 cards probably wasn't gonna be enough. But you know what, let's see what they're playing. All right, and I was right, they're playing Blue Eyes, and they are playing, see, here's the thing, they didn't see the Rhymestyle tutorial. The problem is they missed the Rhymestyle tutorial. We're playing kind of the same deck, but you're missing the most important card here. I guess they're opting to use Bestials here instead of using Purge. And again, the thing about Purge is if you activate Purge for the rest of the duel, not the rest of the turn, the rest of the duel, you cannot activate Dark, Fire, and Water cards anymore. So they probably were like, you know what? There's more value in Bestials. So let me just not play those cards. But honestly, I think Purge is better because Purge can stop you from getting to those problem cards. But otherwise, this is not that bad of a build. Something else I also take out. I took out my Zeus. I took out my Typhon out of the deck. And now I'm just going more of a hand trap approach along with whatever else I can put up on the board. But honestly, these hand traps on top of the cards that you bring out with Blue Eyes, it's very, very powerful. So Purge is like just very, very good. And what's funny is when Purge first came out, a lot of people were like, this card is broken. But then you saw like the downside. Look at this hand. Like, again, we just win this way. We absolutely win here. I hope, at least. We'll see what happens. Well, it's too late now. I was gonna activate at least one of these. So one reason why I don't like Maxi being legal and why I have officially quit ranked in Master Duel is because of Maxi being a card. They put it to 2, but it doesn't matter. Because here's what happens. Molt Charming cards are literally designed for you to go second. Because they're very, very fair. You can, under Fuvalos or under Perulia, you can still put up somewhat of a board. Maxi just, it's an auto win. But in this situation, what happens is the second they activate a card, I activate Fuvalos, they activate Ash, and I activate my Maxi. So you still get the Maxi effect. So watch, this is why this is unhealthy. So I'm gonna activate Fuvalos first. If they happen to have Call By or Ash, they're gonna definitely hit this card. They don't. Wow. All right, I guess we're just doing this. This is bullshit. And look, they're gone. Oh, no, they're not gone. They're just having a bad connection. But this is just bad. And I know some people are like, then why do you play it? You have to play, unfortunately. If you're not playing these cards, you're just at a severe disadvantage. It sucks. And look, now you're drawn into more hand traps. But really, the big problem with Maxi isn't that it's a turn 2 card. It's the fact that when you go second, they just have to end. When you go second, or when you go first, you put up your crazy board and then you blast Maxi on top of that. That's what makes it so powerful. That's the big problem with it. And here's the thing. I activated my, actually, I don't have Ash here. But I have Dominus Purge. So if they happen to have their Maxi, just activate Dominus Purge. Now, this is normally a dead hand, but we can do stuff with it. We're going to go ahead and activate this. We're going to go into our Spirit with the Eyes of Blue. Boom. We have True Lie, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Activate this to get Mausoleum. Add, yes. Actually, no, this is not that good yet. This is not that good yet. Activate this. I wish this can dump any like Blue Eyes cards rather than just the vanillas. And you away, boom. Activate this to get our Blue Eyes on the field. Sure. And then we have our interruptions for next turn to still make it so they can't play. Attack! This is such a bad board, but hey man, it's part of the game as well. Is there a world where I set this? You know what? Let's set it because we haven't done that video yet. That's gonna be obviously a downside of it. Is I'm not gonna activate my True Light yet because there's no reason for them to target. What are the odds that my opponent is randomly playing like Snatch Steal? Because if I recall, the way it works is if they happen to activate Snatch Steal and I flip True Light, they'd already targeted my card and they would still get it. I think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Right. And now, I think what I'll do is we have our Nibiru. Again, the hand trap approach, that's fine. I really don't care. Our hand trap approach, if they happen to, that's another minus card, by the way. When they try to search something else, I have Dominus Purge to stop them. I like how much of a focus on Dominus Purge has become. Oh, you're trying to get Red Eyes Fusion. You adding Red Eyes Fusion, huh? We adding Red Eyes Fusion, huh? We adding Red Eyes Fusion, huh? No, absolutely not. Actually, maybe I should have just activated. No, it doesn't add, right? Yeah. Because you can Ash Blossom Red Eyes Fusion. You can't Ash Blossom, or you cannot activate Dominus Purge to. Oh, beautiful. And then we activate this, and we set our just set this. Yeah. We'll do that. Okay. Watch me draw wishes right now. You cannot script it better. You cannot script that better. You cannot script that better. All right, but the question is, do they have a hand trap that they drew? If they do, that's still kind of a problem. So I think what I'll do is, let's activate this. We'll drop our wishes. Oh, they don't. Wow, they do not. I think I will grab, yeah, I'll grab Roar, and I'll grab this. So, let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes. I like how this is Red Eyes versus Blue Eyes right now. We activate this to summon this, activate it to get our, it doesn't matter actually. We can get, I'm gonna get Maiden just in case, because we can use Maiden to get True Light back as well. Which is nice. Then we go into, Spirit. Actually, you know what, that's bad. That's bad, because I need to summon her first, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna summon her, and I'm gonna link her away. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. I almost made a big misplay, a massive misplay. All right, do that, because you can normal summon again, because of Mausoleum. Only for level 1 tuners. Now we activate, whoa. Activate this to go into our Blue Eyes. Get the cool one. The OG art is always the best art. There's no debate to that. If you want to debate me, let me know what the best art is. Now we get Maiden. Boom. Set her. I'm gonna activate this so we can get our protection. Since we don't have Wasted Magia in here, we'll just go with Ultimate Dragon or Neo Blue Eyes. Then we activate this to get our Jet out. So we can have some protection. And also, we don't want to draw a Jet. That's the important part as well. And now, honestly, can we kill it here? Is there a way to kill? There is, isn't there? Yeah, there is. Okay. We actually get the animation, unless they can stop this. Do this first. And attack mode. Do this one. And they're probably like, oh, that's not game yet. Battle. Attack. Spirit. Attack. And just in case, do this to go into our Ultimate Dragon so we have protection in case they happen to have something. And we're gonna finish with a nice classic animation. Activating True Light to special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard. Blue Eyes White Dragon, White Lightning Attack. Animation. Telling you, Dominus Purge is what makes the deck so much more crazier, and you absolutely should be playing it if you already aren't. Yeah. All right, I think we'll call it right there. I think that nails everything. I guess I'll show you the deck. People always ask me to show the deck list of every single video that I do, and the reason why I don't is because I always show this, and I always assume this is enough for people to see. But I took out the Alistair package, the Evoke package, because, you know, dark cards. You can still technically run it if you happen to have Dark and already have Invocation in your hand, or Alistair in your hand, along with Invocation. So you can activate Invocation and go into Mechaba, because Mechaba is a light card. However, if you have Alistair and you normal summon it, and you've already activated Purge, you can't do anything, so I took it out. So this is just a pure Blue Eyes deck. We have 2 copies of Blue Eyes, 3 Veilers, we have 3 Sage, 3 Maidens, most important cards in the deck. We have our hand traps, we have double Maxi, 3 Ash Blossoms, and 2 Fuvas. You could run 3. I just opted for 2 here because with how many hand traps that are already in this deck, this is enough. I did toss in 2 copies of Neo Kaiser Seahorse. The reason why is if you happen to open up with any combination of a Blue Eyes card and this, your end board, not even kidding, ends up being 2 Spirits, which turns into Ultimate and turns into Saphir, and Magia. Because what this card does is, as long as you have Blue Eyes in the field, you can summon it, and when this is sent to the graveyard, you can send any Blue Eyes card to the graveyard. And what you're always going to send is going to be Chaos Max. And when Chaos Max is in the graveyard, all you gotta do is search Ultimate Fusion with Wishes, which you can get anyway. And you can just make Magia that way by shuffling Ultimate Dragon that was attached using Wishes, and Chaos Max into the deck. And also, technically, if you're running Majesty, you can banish Majesty and still summon Chaos Max. So this is a pure Blue Eyes deck that works really, really well still. And again, once you get the access to the Primarch cards in the future, you can also do a variation of running through 3 Lordy Loads, 3 Ether Barrel Dragons, and 1 Drill Beam, and then just replace something that you don't need. Maybe you can replace the Fuvas, maybe cut Veiler to 2. Go for like a 43 card deck and it still does a lot. But honestly, what makes the deck so much more crazier nowadays is Dominus Purge. And by the way, there's also another card. There's also Dominus Impulse, which actually in my first pack opening last night I pulled a Royal. What this card does is it shuts off your Light, Earth, and Wind monsters for the rest of the turn. So obviously you can't run that in the Blue Eyes deck because every card is light. But what this does is it negates the effect of a special summon. When a card effect is activated that includes an effect of a special summon, you can negate that effect. That includes also in the Nibiru, technically. So in certain decks, I believe people run this all over Tempai, which sucks because Tempai is just a cancer to the game. They can protect themselves Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because Tenpai doesn't get nibbed anyways. But any other deck that can run this, you can run it actually in a pure Snake Eye deck if you don't run the Fiendsmith package. This card is insane. Honestly, the Dominus cards, they feel very, very powerful yet super balanced because you can't run them in every deck. Because the idea of shutting off a lot of cards is powerful. And in this situation, Dominus Impulse is nerfed in Master Duel because it shuts off Earth. You know what card is Earth? Max C. So for Dominus Impulse, you have to make a decision. Do I run Dominus Impulse or do I run Max C? Another reason to ban this card. Yeah. Anyways, I'm ending the video right here. If you have any questions in regards to anything in this video, feel free to let me know down below. But for now, Blue Eyes is back, baby. Like in 2002, 2025, we're still summoning Blue Eyes, attacking for game. I don't know what I'm pointing at. I'm just gonna leave. This is it's got a little too awkward now. So, I'll see you guys in the comments. Don't forget to like.